What's up guys, R3 here, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today, I will be showing you how to make an easy sugarcane and creeper farm to get rockets and survival easily. Now, first things first, so if you're wondering why exactly, these are two farms. If you're wondering why exactly you actually need the sugarcane and the gunpowder, sugarcane you can turn into paper. Then after you turn it into paper, you can combine it with gunpowder on the crafting table, and then you'll be able to use fireworks with your legion. And these farms are very simple. I'd say the less intensive one is definitely this one. This one's a little bit more resource intensive. Also, there is a more resource efficient way of doing this. I'll have two options. Now, before I actually get into the tutorials themselves, I'm just going to show you guys how these work and how you'll access them. So first, the sugarcane farm, it's an extremely simple design. It's actually very tileable. It can go all the way over there infinitely. And I have this little place you can pop down into. This barrel will have where your sugarcane ends up. And yeah, you can probably hear the minecart hopper right there. And you actually don't even need the ladder to go down there, but I just have it in case you fall on it. And just to show it working, I will turn up the random tick speed. We're at 2000, and as you can see, it goes straight up and just immediately gets dispensed. Then it all goes right into this barrel. Now, for this design, this is what you'll need all of the resources listed here, and those exact amounts. Now, after that, we have this one. Now here I have a tower you can make it to go up in style, of course. But there is a ladder option that I'll make available. And now, this ender chest, it's not that it's optional, but you can place a chest in place of it instead. But I just think the ender chest looks better because the chest doesn't really have as much use to you. And as you can see, some creepers are already coming in. And this also doubles as an XP grinder, so let's hop into survival. And I will get XP from this. And there's gunpowder already on the chest. But to give you an idea of what the resources are going to be looking like, it's pretty straightforward. You'll be building this entire thing. And on the inside, you have these grid patterns to make it so spiders can't spawn. So you actually don't even need these, but the thing is, if the spiders spawn here, then there's actually a mob cap. So let's say you were going at this for like 3 hours, and you had like 100 spiders up here or something stupid. You'd have to kill the spiders to get creepers to spawn again. So that's why these carpets are beneficial. But it does technically half the spawn rate of creepers in general. So it's up to you. The carpets are up to you. I would put the carpets personally. And these cats, once you tame them, you can get them to teleport to you up here. And as for the resources, you kind of already got a good idea of what they actually are. But I'll go ahead and show you right here with these chests. Now these are the two options to getting up. So you have the ladder option, which is 100 blocks. And then the ladder is just going up 100 blocks. Or you have this option, which is 100 blocks of glass panes going up on all sides. Then the kelp, and I'll go ahead and just do this option for the tutorial because this is pretty straightforward. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so right here, let's grab everything out. We're gonna need all of it. Now, if I do end up looking over there a lot, it's just to make sure I'm copying the design correctly. I mean, like, it's pretty straightforward. So you want to dig out 4 like that. Get out your dirt. Then your water. Whoops. Then you want to put blocks on top of this so that way no sugarcane actually just gets trapped in this water to despawn, because that will decrease efficiency. You want to go grab yourself sugarcane across. Next, you'll need to put these blocks. No. You need to put these blocks right here. and put observers on the back of them. And put these right here. Get yourself out your redstone and your pistons. Right, now this is after recording, so I actually made a mistake, so I'm just gonna fix it real quick. Oh, I'm in spectator mode. Okay, so I'm just gonna fix this real quick. I am so sorry. You actually want your observers to be on the top and your pistons to be on the bottom. So let me go ahead and fix that. But yeah, I am gonna like cut this into the part like right after where I make the mistake. But yeah, so do that. Now the reason why I don't just have a water stream right here into a hopper, which of course would work, is because if anything just gets trapped on the edge of the block, it will have the same issue that I talked about with if you don't have blocks here. And yeah, you probably don't want to be dealing with that. So personally, I would definitely stick to this design because it makes sure that every single sugarcane that gets dropped goes directly into where it needs to be. Let's go like that. Now you don't actually need glass for this, I just like the look. And go down 3 blocks. I think this is where all the dirt is. Yeah, you're going where all the dirt is. Pretty much. And for every piece of dirt, you place down that. 4 rails. Your lever goes right here. Like that. That. The reason why these are like that is because, let's say you had a piece of glass and a chest right here. Let's pretend this is a chest. Actually, when you put this down on it, it just stops here. You need that block to be powered, and it basically makes it so the minecart knows to go back that way. And while we're here, I'll go ahead and put the hopper here correctly. The hopper actually goes right there. And just sort of decorate the walls right here, however you'd like. And grab your ladder and trapdoor. And you want to put it on this side so that way you can actually climb up it like a ladder. And there you go, fully functioning sugarcane farm. Now the next is a little rambunctious. I already said this earlier in the video, but you just go 100 blocks here and then put ladders up to it. But I will be going over this design now, so that's soul sand. Oh, you just put it right there. Then you want to go 100 blocks up on both sides. Sorry, 99. Go up 99 blocks on all these sides. And to get back down, you'll probably want like a little water pool right here to jump back down into it and then keep building up. Okay, now I'm gonna grab everything out of this chest. So you're just gonna need everything in here. I explained with the cats earlier. You can I'm just showing spawn eggs in this example to show that you need 4. But what you have to do is you'll just have to tame cats. You don't actually need the cats, but it drastically increases the efficiency of the farm. So I strongly recommend it if you have access to a cat. The reason why there's 2 water buckets, I'll explain in a moment. And I'll just go ahead and grab all this. Right, now here I am at the top. Now you want to go up 1 block and just make a sort of ring around it. And you want to go like that. And I'm going to go ahead and place in a little water now. Now if you notice, you don't just get shot directly up, and that's where this kelp comes in. So you'll actually want to take a piece of sand and just make kelp all the way up. And what this does is it makes every single piece of water as if you placed a water bucket there. It's a water source block. And since you have all these water source blocks, it makes it so the soul sand will be able to actually make all the water bubbling and shoot you up as a water elevator. Now that I'm at the top, I'll use my safety water thing, whatever. I actually do want some soul sand, so I'll go ahead and grab that because I prematurely got rid of it. I'm gonna do that and that, and it should shoot up all your items also. So you should get all of your kelp back. If not, it's on the ground. You can get it. And next over here, you actually want to expand this one more time. And this is where your chests will be going. And you can put an ender chest or a normal chest here, doesn't matter. But the drops will not go into this chest at all. Go ahead and take your hoppers and make it so there's 2 hoppers going into one chest and 2 hoppers going into the other with any way, shape, or form. Then from this block, you want to go up, I believe, 22. Yes, 22. And while you're at it, go ahead and place your torches down. And change this to glass on both sides with a torch. And go ahead and place slabs on top of this. And you want to go around like that with your blocks. Now, if you, I will explain why this is there right when we get to the part where the creepers are actually spawning. But go ahead and just with these blocks, go up from like this chest. Let's say this chest is 1 block. That is 1, 2, 3, and go all the way up to 24. So just like make sure that the 22 blocks up from that chest when you did it is just all lined up with all sides. Now you're actually gonna want to go up 1 more block, and then you want to find this block right here and go up 7, and then build these and make sure they're actually built on all sides because this will help you. Then you want to wrap this right the way around that. And go ahead and do that. And then repeat that on all sides. Next you want to take out these blocks. And now for the reason that you want to add the reason why you want 2 water buckets up here is because what you want to do is you want to make this very temporary little pool. Then you can keep grabbing water out of that. It's an infinite water source, so that way you can grab each of these corners real quick. Now if any water flows down there, you're doing it wrong. Just make sure you hit the corners. And no matter where, as long as the mouse steps right here, they will be pushed right into the abyss. In this case, mob's creeper. And next you want to fill this in as like a grid all the way up to where this part is. Now, you don't actually have to do the corners like I did. You don't have to do the corners. But the slab count does factor in the corners. So I will go ahead and build it with the corners. And just like fill this entire thing in. Alright, this should be where you're at right now. Here's the progress update. And now this is an optional part. If you do plan on getting carpets, you'll have to get 2 stacks. And you want to make them like this. Like just a grid pattern would work just fine. And this will completely prevent any spiders from spawning in the farm, which would affect your creeper rates. But it's not like the creeper farm won't work if you add them. And I'll go ahead and do the cat part now. You're gonna want to tame cats. Now, if you have trouble finding a cat, you're gonna have to go to a village. It's not like when you could It's not like when you did ocelots. Now you just have to go to a village. And I'll go ahead and tame that, and I want you to copy this on each part. And I'll be right back. Alright, now you should be at this point. Now, also as a side note, I'd recommend bringing a bed with you because it's going to take, a Minecraft day is 10 minutes. And once it's night, it will be spawning on this platform. So you have to be wary of that. But you want to just build this up 2 blocks. I did do 3 right here, but that was just to make it look better on the top. You can do that if you want it to look better. But for the sake of just it working, I recommend doing this much. And this won't affect how many slabs. It won't affect how many slabs you need on the roof. Alright, and once you get to this point, you should go ahead and place all of your trapdoors. This is how I would place them. I would go in a line like this. And make sure none of them end up like this, because that won't work at all. They have to be up here. And then you just turn around and go like that. Go ahead and open them while you're at it, because they have to be open. And what happens are the creepers, or really any mob, because this will work as a normal mob farm if you just raise the roof once. But that can spawn creepers, but you're more likely to get stuff like zombies and skeletons. But mobs think this is a normal block, so they're okay with walking into it. And I'll show to you as an example. Here's a creeper. Let's say a creeper spawned right here. It's gonna notice the cat and just run off over here, thinking it's a block to get away from the cat, and go straight into the farm. Alright, next, this is probably the most tedious part. But you have to make trapdoors going along this all the way. There's not really a super efficient way to do it, I would say. You just have to keep going. And you're gonna have to do this for the entire thing to make sure that only creepers are spawning in this farm. And it just covers the entire thing. Alright, after a tedious job, I've gotten all these trapdoors done. Now you're pretty close to being finished. You'll just have to go around here with these slabs first of all, and then you're gonna want to put blocks on top of this, and then slabs on top of those blocks. Now, if you're wondering why I don't just put slabs on top of this, you need to make sure that the light level stays at 0. Because if it does not stay at 0, then you're not gonna get any creepers. Get used to cat noises. I'm just gonna speed this up real quick. But yeah, you're gonna want to go ahead and do this with the smooth stone or whatever you're using for a block. And then same thing with the stone slabs. There we go, correct it. There you have it, this is the farm. I'll show you it working. I just gotta deactivate this one with some torches. And here, you can see a creeper already spawned here. You're already getting creepers in. Let's go into survival mode, and I'm just gonna set it to night then back to day, because for some reason that like helps with my mobs. Okay, here I am getting some gunpowder. Now, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, recommend it to any friend that you think needs some rockets. Love you guys. How's it going, my fellas? What's up? So actually, with this ending song, I'm actually gonna start making music now. And this ending song is actually the beat for my newest song I'm making. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Nice to meet you making videos.